Hey guys, today we're going to be covering turning and pivoting. So to turn on your skateboard, it's as simple as simply just leaning on your toes or your heels. The amount that you turn is going to depend on how loose or how tight your trucks are. The looser your trucks are, the more you're going to turn when you lean, and the tighter they are, the less you're going to turn. And I'll show you how to adjust that real quick. So to adjust your trucks, you're going to be tightening or loosening the bolt that is right here. So if you turn it to the right, you're going to be tightening it. If you turn it to the left, you're going to be loosening it. And let me loosen up one of these so you can see what it looks like when it's really loose. So you can see when I turn it now, if I put my foot here, the wheels wiggle a lot more than this one, which is much stiffer. So if I squeeze this, it doesn't move that much. If I squeeze this one, moves much more, and you can see how the wheels then turn in and allow you to turn more or less when you lean to one side or the other side. And again, these are your trucks. So basically all you have to do is tighten or loosen this nut, and that will adjust how much you turn. Sometimes simply leaning or putting your weight on your toes or your heels just isn't enough to make the turns that you want to make. And the way of making a sharper turn is called pivoting. With a pivot, you're actually going to lift the front two wheels off the ground and shift the direction of them a little bit to more quickly change your direction. So that would look like this, where I'm lifting up and spinning this around while keeping my back wheels on the ground. While riding, it's going to look like this. So this is going to allow me to make a lot sharper of a turn and help me stay in control a little bit better. To practice pivoting, you might want to just stand on your board and get a feel for lifting your front wheels up and start getting a feel of how much of a weight shift you need to make to stay in control and finding your balance just by lifting up your front wheels. Once you get comfortable feeling how your board responds to a shift in weight, you can start doing this in motion and start lifting your wheels up while you're moving. And then from there, start shifting your board a little bit while you're doing it. And the best way to do that, I think, is to also move your shoulders in the direction you want to go when you're starting out. And this will become second nature pretty quickly. You're gonna have a lot of opportunity to practice this. And the more practice you do, the easier it's gonna become. And then just some final tips. Remember to stay low when you're first learning this. Staying low helps you be more stable. Keep your feet positioned over the bolts while you're turning. And then when you're pivoting, you're gonna want your back foot on the kick a little bit, because this will give you more leverage to turn. So let's see what some of these turns and pivots look like. And then that's gonna be it for today. So another basic one for this week. And these are going to be getting more, we're going to be building on these more and more as the weeks progress. And the reason we're starting off with these fundamentals is because the fundamentals are such an important part of freestyle skateboarding. In fact, part of the reason I'm doing this is because I actually want to get better at some of the fundamentals, because I feel like I kind of went through them really fast when I was starting to learn to skate. So I know these are really basic techniques and tips, but trust me, we're building into something really cool.